The connection between geological research and biblical prophecy offers a unique lens through which we can explore the enigmatic words of Jesus in Luke, chapter 19. In verses 39 through 41, he speaks of stones crying out. This intriguing intersection of faith and science invites us to consider whether geological phenomena, such as petrified giants, might hold deeper biblical significance. As some scholars delve into antediluvian research, they propose that these unmistakable stones, resembling giant humans and animals, could be remnants of the Nephilim mentioned in Genesis 6. With modern science investigating the phenomena of sudden petrification, we find ourselves at the crossroads of ancient scriptural insights and contemporary geological discoveries. As we reflect on Jesus' return and his allusion to the days of Noah, we are compelled to question whether these geological clues might hold prophetic significance, encouraging thoughtful dialogue and discernment among believers today. In Luke 19, Jesus makes a profound statement about stones crying out. This passage, set during Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem, captures a moment of tension between the Pharisees and Jesus' disciples. When the Pharisees demand that Jesus rebuke his followers for their jubilant praise, he responds with an intriguing declaration. "I tell you, if these were silent, the very stones would cry out." This statement has puzzled believers and scholars alike for centuries. Some interpret it as a metaphor for the irrepressible nature of God's truth, while others wonder if there might be a more literal interpretation. Could Jesus have been alluding to geological phenomena that we're only now beginning to understand? This verse invites us to consider the possibility that creation itself bears witness to God's glory in ways we may not yet fully comprehend. Recent geological research has uncovered intriguing phenomena that some scholars believe may shed light on biblical prophecy. The discovery of petrified giants and sudden petrification processes has sparked discussions about potential connections to biblical accounts. Some researchers propose that these geological findings might relate to the Nephilim mentioned in Genesis 6, suggesting a tangible link between ancient texts and physical evidence. While scientific consensus on these interpretations remains elusive, the intersection of biblical geology and modern research opens up fascinating avenues for exploration. As we delve deeper into understanding Earth's geological history, we may find ourselves uncovering evidence that resonates with scriptural narratives. This convergence of faith and science encourages us to approach both our spiritual texts and scientific discoveries with open minds, fostering a dialogue that could enrich our understanding of both realms. Modern science has made significant strides in understanding the process of petrification, shedding light on how organic matter can be rapidly transformed into stone. Research suggests that under specific conditions, such as mineral-rich environments or extreme heat, petrification can occur much faster than previously thought. Some studies have documented cases where wood has petrified in less than 100 years, challenging the notion that this process always takes millennia. These findings have led some researchers to propose that the petrified remains of large creatures, including what appear to be giant humans and animals, could have formed relatively quickly under catastrophic conditions. While mainstream geology remains cautious about these interpretations, the evidence of rapid petrification opens up intriguing possibilities for understanding both natural history and, potentially, biblical accounts of giant beings. The discovery of petrified remains resembling giant humans has led some scholars to draw connections with the Nephilim mentioned in Genesis 6. These biblical giants, described as the offspring of sons of God and daughters of men, have long been a subject of fascination and debate. Some researchers propose that the unusually large petrified forms found in various locations worldwide could be physical evidence of these ancient beings. While this interpretation remains controversial in both scientific and theological circles, it has sparked renewed interest in understanding the historical context of Genesis 6. The potential link between geological findings and biblical accounts challenges us to consider how literal or figurative our interpretation of Scripture should be. As we explore these connections, we're reminded of the complex interplay between faith, science, and historical interpretation. As we contemplate Jesus' words about his return being as in the days of Noah, we're prompted to consider the potential reemergence of Nephilim-like beings, or their modern equivalents. Some interpret this as a warning about genetic manipulation or transhumanism, where technology might be used to create enhanced humans. Others see it as a metaphor for widespread moral decay, while we should be cautious about overly literal interpretations. These reflections encourage us to remain vigilant and discerning in our rapidly changing world. The potential parallels between ancient times and our modern era remind us of the importance of maintaining our faith and values amidst technological and societal shifts. As believers, we're called to approach these complex issues with wisdom, always seeking to understand God's will and to prepare ourselves spiritually for Christ's return. The rise of transhumanism, a movement advocating for the enhancement of human capabilities through technology, presents a thought-provoking parallel to the biblical narrative of the Nephilim. As we consider Jesus' words about his return mirroring the days of Noah, we're challenged to examine how modern technological advancements might align with prophetic warnings. Transhumanist ideals of creating superhumans through genetic engineering, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology echo the concept of beings that transcend normal human limitations. While these advancements offer potential benefits, they also raise ethical and spiritual concerns. As believers, we're called to approach these developments with discernment, balancing scientific progress with our faith's teachings on the sanctity of human life and the divine order. This intersection of prophecy and technology invites us to reflect deeply on our role as stewards of God's creation in an increasingly complex world.